Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Teresa Giudice blamed her toxic RHONJ castmates for not being fun. Teresa Giudice explained why she thinks Whitney Rose and the cast of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City maintained success and Real Housewives of New Jersey didn't. On the Bring Back My Wives Australian tour, Teresa blamed her former castmates for their toxicity and lack of fun they bring to the show. The mother of 4 daughters began. "We lacked on our show what they have is comedy. You want to have fun, and you want to laugh. You want it to be fun. You don't want it to be so toxic and so stressful. For what? I feel like that's what happened with our show. It got so dark. You saw it." According to Teresa, Bravoholics don't see the real her on screen. "I feel like everyone that really knows me, they're like, that's not you. Like the Teresa that we see on TV. I'm like so fun to hang out with. Everyone always tells me how funny I am. I'm like, remember laugh, haha, funny. Where's that Teresa? You know? I mean, that Teresa's around with my friends. Whitney gets to see that Teresa. But not when I'm filming with my old cast members. That doesn't happen." While this news doesn't necessarily mean NG Housewives is returning, but it likely means the network wants to continue working with the following women. Teresa was the first to share her news. More recently, Melissa Gorga and Margaret Josephs confirmed their attendance on their Instagram stories. "We need Andy and a camera on Teresa's reactions when her 2 nemesis arrive at the Las Vegas convention later this year. It used to be table flips and family feuds, but Teresa Giudice says now it's just toxic energy and fake drama." In a recent candid moment that shocked even her most loyal fans, the Real Housewives of New Jersey star is opening up like never before. And this time, she's blaming her own castmates for making the once-beloved Bravo series downright miserable. "They're not fun," Teresa declared flatly during a late-night Instagram live session. "You used to watch RHONJ and laugh. There was real life, real family, real heart. Now, it's just toxic." According to Teresa, the sparkle that made RHONJ iconic has faded, along with the friendships that were once the core of the show. And she's not holding back on why. A show built on family, torn apart. "Back in the day, even when we fought, it came from something real," Teresa told her audience, twirling her hair and sipping a glass of wine. "My brother, my sister-in-law, even Caroline, those fights were real. Not this fake, produced mess you're seeing now." Teresa claims the newer additions to the cast care more about staying relevant and chasing storylines than actually building relationships. "They walk in with an agenda. They want to be the villain or the victim or both," she said. "Everything's for the camera. Nothing's genuine anymore. And when I try to just be me, they come for me. It's exhausting." According to Teresa, the fun of filming used to come from the spontaneity, the over-the-top dinners, the glamorous trips, the chaos that could turn hilarious at any moment. But now, you can't even joke around without someone twisting it into an attack. Calling out the toxic ones, while Teresa didn't name names during her rant, fans were quick to speculate that her comments were directed at several of her more recent co-stars, especially those who have publicly clashed with her in season 14. "You know who you are," Teresa added with a sly smirk. "The ones who think screaming louder means they're right. The ones who smile in your face and talk crap in confessionals. That is what's wrong with this show now. And the toxicity, according to her, isn't just emotional. It's spiritually toxic," she emphasized. "I go to work now and feel like I need to sage myself after every scene. I've never felt like that before, not even when I was dealing with real drama with my own family." Insiders close to production say Teresa has been growing increasingly frustrated with how little control she feels over her image and the direction of the show. She feels ambushed, misunderstood, and set up. One Bravo insider claimed, "There's a deep sense of betrayal. Nobody wants to have fun anymore." For Teresa, the biggest loss isn't just her patience, it's the spirit of what Real Housewives was meant to be. We were supposed to show our real lives. Yes, drama happens. But we also had laughs. We had fashion. We had fun, she said. Now it's like everyone's too scared to have fun, or too busy trying to ruin someone's life. According to Teresa, her attempts to plan fun outings or lighthearted moments are often met with resistance. I'll say, let's do a spa day, and someone will turn it into a screaming match in a bathrobe. Like, why? Why are we doing this? Teresa Giudice stood at the edge of her pool in New Jersey, her long dark hair cascading down her back like a real housewife version of a Greek goddess. It was a breezy afternoon, and the cameras had stopped rolling. But the drama never quite stopped in Teresa's world. That day, she wasn't flipping tables or tossing drinks, but her words cut sharper than broken wine glasses. They're just not fun anymore, she said with a roll of her eyes, taking a sip from her protein shake, because even shade-throwing divas need to keep their energy up. Like, hello? I didn't sign up for a toxic retreat. I signed up for fun, fashion, and family. But lately, it's like walking into a battlefield, not a Bravo set. The comment, made during an exclusive interview for a behind-the-scenes RHONJ docuseries, instantly sent shockwaves through the Bravoverse. Fans had watched Teresa grow from a fiery table-flipping icon to a spiritual, yoga-practicing, love-obsessed version of herself post-prison and post-Joe. But now, she was taking aim at her castmates, and she wasn't holding back. I'm in such a good place right now with Louis, she added, practically glowing. We light candles, meditate, and talk to dolphins when we vacation in Tulum. Meanwhile, the other girls are still holding grudges from season 4. That's not cute anymore, it's exhausting. Teresa didn't name names, but everyone knew who she meant. Melissa Gorga, her sister-in-law turned frenemy, had been on her bad side for several seasons now. Their relationship had become less about family and more about filmed confrontations, staged apologies, and icy I love yous exchanged through gritted teeth. Melissa acts like she's so above it all, Teresa said with a bitter laugh. But she loves the camera more than I love leopard print. I mean, come on. She talks behind my back, smiles to my face, and then wonders why I don't trust her. That's not fun, that's fake. And then there was Margaret Josephs, the queen of quick-witted digs and messy gossip. Teresa didn't mince words about her either. Margaret's idea of a good time is stirring the pot with a martini in hand and then acting shocked when someone explodes. Like, sweetie, you lit the match. Don't cry when the fireworks go off. It was clear Teresa was over it, or at least over the dynamic she felt had infected RHONJ like mold in a designer handbag. Everyone's so concerned with alliances now. Who's on whose team, who's going to flip, who's going to backstab. It's like Survivor meets Real Housewives, Teresa sighed. I miss when we went on trips, danced on tables, and laughed until we cried. Now we cry because someone brought up a tweet from 2016. In a rare moment of vulnerability, Teresa admitted that fame had changed them all, but not always for the better. We were real friends once, she whispered. Back when we weren't all trying to one-up each other or out-mean each other on Instagram. Now it's like, if I sneeze wrong, someone's going to use it for a storyline. Producers naturally were eating it up. Conflict means ratings, and Teresa Giudice is always good TV. But Teresa, in her mind, was past the petty drama. Or at least she thought she was. I want to do things that feed my soul, she said, adjusting her diamond-studded bracelet. Not things that make me feel like I need a therapy session every time we finish filming. But despite her grievances, she wasn't quitting, at least not yet. Listen, I am RHONJ, Teresa said confidently. I've been here since day one. I flipped the table. I went away and came back stronger, and I've rebuilt my life brick by brick. I'm not going to let some toxic energy ruin that, but I will call it out. Her plan going forward: more boundaries, less drama. More fun, less fighting. If they can't be positive, supportive, and, actually fun to be around, then I'm good. They can sit in their negativity while I'm out dancing under the stars with Louis and manifesting good vibes. Unsurprisingly, Teresa's comments sparked a wildfire of reactions. Margaret clapped back on Twitter, saying, "I don't remember fun ever involving screaming at yoga instructors or blaming me for your chaos." Melissa kept it more cryptic, posting a mirror selfie with the caption, "Fun is what you make it. Some people just can't see it when they're stuck in the past." Fans were divided. Some applauded Teresa for finally standing up for her piece and choosing joy over drama. Others accused her of hypocrisy, pointing out her long history of feuds, explosive moments, and dramatic exits. But Teresa didn't care. She was already planning a girls' trip, minus the toxic castmates, to Turks and Caicos with a few of her new, off-camera friends. No cameras, no drama. Just bikinis and rosé, she grinned. Now that's fun. As for the future of RHONJ, Teresa made it clear, if the show didn't evolve, she might be ready to walk away.